Well, it's 5 o'clock. I've got 5 o'clock. We'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. If the clerk would take roll call.
Mr. Smart,
Present.
Mr. Gaylor, Mayor Grant,
Present.
Attorney Redlin, how about Attorney Bars,
Present.
Mayor.
Do we have a motion to approve the minutes from the last meeting?
Yes, I'll make
Those here?
a motion we approve.
Have a motion. I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
See, I'm learning here, Joanne.
It's only taken 5 months.
Thank you.
I tell you. Think it was-
Thank you, sir.
I'd say thank you, but no. Do we have any citizens petitions? Department heads, doesn't look like we have any department heads here. I know Mr. Swank is out of town this afternoon. Chief Little's not here. Chief Miller is not here. I don't know of any unfinished business unless you have something, Andy.
Well, just only thing is I know Eric was trying to get bids for the 907 South Perry Street. And if you could follow up with that, I'd really like to get those bids out and get them in within reasonable time and try to get that.
He hasn't said
In the
anything to me
works.
about it, so I don't think he's got them yet.
Okay.
I'll check with him.
And then Attorney Redlin was working on trying to locate the person that owns that property down there by the river, the burnt.
I messed up.
I don't
You
think she's
might-
found it.
Huh?
I think she's still
I messed
working
up
on
again.
that.
Okay.
I didn't get on the agenda.
We've got one UBO today. Just heads up.
You can just do it after, Andy.
That's all I
That's my
got.
fault. I have on my notes, I just didn't have it on the agenda.
Is that it, Andy?
That's it.
We've got one UBO. Whenever you guys are ready, I don't know what order.
Yeah,
that is.
we'll go ahead with that. That was supposed to be under Mr. Swank, and since he's not here, I skipped over it, so go ahead and do that.
Sure. Are you Mr. Hutz?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So we're going to open the review hearing for 104 East Vine Street, care of Jerry Hutz. You are here today. Mr. Swanky provided an update that he doesn't appear that anything has been done on the property. Can you give us an update on the property then, please?
It is as it was when we had our last meeting,
Okay.
and that was in the, just before winter hit.
Can you, so kind of what are your plans with that property?
Well, we had discussed that, and we had a little short meeting, wasn't very long, and they were wanting me to tear the property down,
Mhm.
and I was kind of reluctant to wanting to do that, and I kind of said, well, I'll see if I can. And I would like to know if the board would allow me to, because when I started checking into the cost of, because the equipment I got, well, I can't physically do it with what I personally have.
Mhm.
Then I checked into the cost to do that. And then I evaluated the whole structure, and I was wanting to find out if the board would allow me to tear part of that house down and repair the other part. The back half of it probably is in the worst shape, is structure-wise. The main front half, I mean, other than, needing, exterior work done to it, the back half, I know it needs to be, it'd be easier to tear it off and repair it than it would be to try to fix it, but it's just, I know it don't look like it's worth a lot, but the cost of tearing that down and cleaning it all up and haul it out, and then try to request to build a new structure there is gonna be 3 or 4 times the money and what would be if I could actually fix that structure that's presently sitting there.
Well, I don't think anybody's requesting you build a new structure. I think they just.
Well, no, but I don't wanna have, if I tear the land down, it's worth nothing, literally.
Do you remember what Mr. Swank said about that property? Did he deem it?
I just thought he felt that it was not repairable,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure.
Well, it is incredible. And the only reason I say that is the house up here, the Black House, you guys, you aware of that or not? The one on Main Street.
Yeah.
Main Street.
Well, they just redid.
Well, they
Yeah.
just redid,
Mhm.
was in way worse shape than what mine is. I mean, I was in that house, I know what it looked like. I mean, it was literally, it had.
It was a shell.
It was
Yeah.
just, it didn't even have floors in it.
Mhm.
And like I said, I know it looks bad, it's been sitting there for a while, but, you know, as I told before the mayor got here, the other mayor is, that's the house I grew up in. It's kind of hard for me to tear it down, but, I'm not sure if you guys are aware of, you know where Kenny Jones lives at?
Yeah,
Out there, you know where he lives at?
yeah.
There's a house that was next to him that my aunt and uncle owned, and I redid that home, and they were wanting me to tear it down. And I told, you know, I got working on it, got it done, and I can show you a picture of what it looked like today. I sold it last year, but it's, in my opinion, it's the best looking house in the neighborhood up there now.
So Garrett, what would be your timeline to get that torn
See,
off?
that's another thing, what happened with this whole thing is I sold this house up there, then we started construction on a new house. And I got as much done as I could before winter hit. And then in the process of that, this came up. Someone came by on a car or whatever, looked at the house and wasn't happy with it and got a hold of however this process starts. And then I was in the middle of doing that, and then I had missed the meeting, which I apologize for that. Andy was here. I don't normally do that. I just got the wrong date for it. But and then I came back to the next meeting and talked about it, and then when I over the last few months I assessed the house, and like I said, the back half is in worse shape than the front half. But the floors in the front half are solid. I've got a piece of the foundation I need to repair. I've got it covered up. There's no access to it. I need to repair that. And if I could be allowed to tear the back half of it off and repair that. Problem is, I've got to get the one I'm working on, I got to get it at least looking like a house. I mean, you know, the weather's just broke to where I can actually get back up there. We would have got more done, but by the time I got the trusses on, the rafters, the trusses on, the sheeting on, the synthetic felt on, and then the weather got too bad for me to work.
Is that the house that's going up there with Jim Allen's mom?
Yes,
is that-
absolutely.
Okay. I remember seeing a new house
Yeah.
going up there, but I didn't know who's doing it.
It just got me in a little bit of a pickle because, you know, now I'm in between both of these.
Two houses, yeah.
Well, I think we need to have Mr. Swank go back down and reevaluate that house. to
See if he agrees
See if
that-
it's worth saving. I mean, and it's nothing personal. It's just that we want to improve any neighborhood that
Oh,
has
no.
a house that's been abandoned for a while and
Well,
has not
I
been
get
worked
that
on.
too.
And, you know, I don't think anybody wants to have to live next to that.
Well, can I show you a picture or something,
Sure.
if I may?
Sure.
Okay. That you
I
brought
was
that
getting a little
up.
gun shy when somebody shows us pictures.
Oh, no. It's nothing. It's just, I'm trying to keep it mowed and cleaned up and trying to keep it to where, you know, animals can't get into it. But, and I ain't gonna say who this is, because I'm not a person that goes around and points fingers at everybody else's property, because I'd rather take care of my own, and it's up to whoever to determine that. These people live in this and have for months. And my house looks way better than that, and they live there. Now, I know of a few others that's that bad, or maybe not worse, but
Okay.
Down that way.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just, I'm trying to keep it cleaned up and keep it mowed. And I would just like to be allowed some time to, if I can at least get enough time to get the one I'm working on now, finished enclosed and get it to where it's at least where I can drywall it.
and then I could go down here and work on this one too.
Well, like I said, I think let's have Eric go down, maybe meet you down there, determine if it's salvageable.
You can show him what you want to do.
Yeah.
See if he
If
agrees.
if he feels like it, if he feels like it's salvageable and it can be done in a reasonable time, then we can reevaluate.
I mean, because the inside of it is not really a big concern to you guys. Like, you just want the thing to look good on the outside, as long as it's structurally sound and it's not, not a danger or whatever. I get that. That's why we sealed it all up like we did, and we had some the window that was broke out on the top, and we took care of all that. But it's just the cost of tearing it down and rebuilding it, because if I'm not gonna be able to do anything with the property, and it's just a piece of property
Sure.
sitting there doing nothing.
So could we do
And-
that and circle back a month from now?
Yeah,
Does
that'd
that
be
sound
fine.
okay with
Yep.
you?
Is
Does
that a motion to affirm and modify to extend it 30 days and to provide proof of the plans for the house after meeting with Eric?
Yes.
Yes.
If that'd be okay with you guys.
Is that a motion?
When's
that
Eric
was a
gonna be
motion
back?
made.
Motion and
Seconded.
second. All in favor, aye.
When Eric's gonna be back in town, or is he just down for?
He's just out today.
He's out this afternoon. He's got some days off coming up, but he'll be here this month.
Okay.
But we'll have one of these two reach out to Eric and let him know about this, and he can set something up with you.
Okay.
And then we'll go from there. Want to schedule that? The
June
next hearing.
4th.
Okay, June 4th?
June 4th.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I don't think anything going on then, but I just, it's
Yeah.
all about money and
Yeah.
what the end thing's gonna be. I mean, like I said, had I known that this particular thing was gonna arise, I probably would have held off on even starting that new house. Because then I could have put all my time and effort in, and that wouldn't have taken a long time, but I'm in the middle. I mean, once I started that and I got the deck on, I had to get it under roof and sealed, because if not, I'd lost the whole house.
Sure.
And I couldn't take
Yeah,
a
I
chance on that because
understand
how much I got invested in that piece of property. And, but if you guys at least wanted to me that, I'll get with Eric and explain to him what I plan on doing, and then we'll have another meeting. and
Yeah, we'll reevaluate.
Go from there.
June 4th.
Thank you very much.
Sounds like a
Thanks,
plan. Thank
Carol.
you, Carol.
Guys,
Thank you.
take care.
Okay.
And all you
It's the
have.
only one we
Yes,
have,
that's all I
right?
have.
Okay, so we'll close that hearing.
Double checking, but yeah. we're good to
Nothing
go.
from Chief Little, Chief Miller. We've already covered unfinished business. New business, utility credits.
I believe, Joanne, best your knowledge,
Yeah, Eric
these are
always-
both legit. Okay.
Yeah, Nancy and Mickey always reach out to Eric before they even offer
Okay.
and confirm, so there shouldn't be an issue.
So, I'll make a motion, we approve.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. I don't have anything to sign on that.
I only had one thing on this delinquent credit. On this delinquent credit, I know Lou Timberlake passed away. So I don't know if that's in probate, I'm sure. Maybe if you need, I can give her son's number, but I think that maybe that's in probate, because she passed away, I think Lou passed away 2 weeks ago.
About 2 weeks ago. Mhm.
So I just FYI, I don't know if that changes
Which-
anything.
It doesn't change anything, but which
Yeah.
one is it?
I think it was on the
Top
first page,
one.
second
Second
one.
one,
James Timberlake, I'm sorry,
Okay.
Lou was his wife.
Okay,
Lou just passed away, James did a long time ago. But-
okay.
So that might be, if I need to reach out to her son, he's in Indy. When Jim's in town, Jim Timberlake is her son too, so maybe that's just kind of held up in probate, I don't know.
I mean, it'll get disconnected
Right, right.
regardless.
Okay.
But I made a note of it. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you for letting me
Yeah.
know.
so need a motion on these?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll make a motion that we approve the delinquent shut-off journal.
And I'll second.
All in favor?
All right. Any payroll ledgers?
Payroll ledgers.
I'll make a motion, we approve payroll ledgers.
Have a motion, I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Disconnects.
You did
We
that.
did that.
The claims are all.
Claims.
You had a chance to make the claims, Larry?
I have not.
Okay, take your time. All right.
But not all the doors are- I'll make a motion that we approve the accounts payable vouchers as written.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any further business?
Thank you.
The only thing I had, maybe a question for you, Joanne, and I could probably ask it offline, but I'll go ahead and ask it. I noticed that going through some of the ordinances, they're not up to date.
Online,
Yeah. So
The-
what do we have to do to get those?
if you're looking at the one where, all the ordinances are up to date online. They're not on the codified version. I sent all those over in December.
Okay.
And the company that was contracted with in 2016 to codify them is still working through all the changes. In the meantime, and those go through 2016, in the meantime, I have uploaded under the council tab on the website
Okay.
for each year, the
So you
ordinances
can go
from
through and find the actual
it's the
updated
signed,
one.
it's the signed ordinance, but the
Okay.
company, I'm not sure what the timeline is on them for them to finish the codification, because nothing had been sent to them after 2016, so I had to send to them 2017 through 2024. So they're going through all of that, and I'm not sure how long that process will take, but it will be updated.
As you
online
probably know,
once
there
they-
was some discussion about the golf cart ordinance, and it
Mhm.
wasn't updated. It still said you can't drive it on certain streets in Attica, and I knew we took that off. So when I published that the other day, I took that part
Mhm.
out because I knew that it wasn't any longer there.
Mhm.
But it told me that there was probably some changes that had been made, and it just didn't make it to the website yet. So
Probably. If the ordinance was, I know that the modification was done while I was here. And the ordinance, modified ordinance, not, removing the restriction from Perry Street is on there. Do you know when the 2021 ordinance, because I can find it and post it. Do you know, not the 2021, do you know when the original ordinance was with the golf cart rules? Was it after 2020? Because those are all on my desk.
it was probably before 2020.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably like
Okay.
18 or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
18 or 19.
All right. Let me look, because I can post that on the website, and then that'll go through to the Facebook page.
Yeah, just trying to avoid confusion.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
I took that out knowing that
It had been
it had been
modified.
taken out when I
Yeah.
posted it up on Facebook page, but it's like my boss once told me, no good deed goes unpunished.
I thought the same thing, but I'm not sure. I know the process now in December, I literally sent them all the remainder of the ordinances that they were missing. And then as ordinances are passed at each meeting, I just upload it to Code Publishing, which is the company that we're using. But they haven't really given me a timeline. I know they had quite a large volume of ordinances to go through. But I'm not sure what their time frame is for getting those updated online.
Okay, well, if there's anything I can do to help, let me know.
Once you're up and running, it'll be about a month, but I'm sure that there's a backlog. quite a bit.
I mean, they had 8 years worth of ordinances to go through,
Wow. Okay,
so.
I don't have anything else, do you?
Nope.
Okay, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
I do got a question for you.